In the mythological and spiritual traditions of South and Central Asia, few figures shine as brightly, both symbolically and literally, as Amitābha, the Buddha of infinite light. Revered across Tibet, China, Nepal, India, and Japan, Amitābha is a central figure in Mahāyāna and Vajrayāna Buddhism and the embodiment of boundless compassion and wisdom. He is not just a deity of devotion, but a promise that anyone, regardless of status or karmic burden, can attain enlightenment through sincere faith. Amitābha's mythological origin begins in the larger Sukhavativyuha Sutra, an ancient Buddhist scripture in which he is described as a monk named Dharmakara. Moved by the suffering of sentient beings, Dharmakara made 48 vows to create a pure land, a heavenly realm free from pain, distraction, and spiritual obstacles. In this land, beings could focus solely on attaining enlightenment. His most famous vow, known as the 18th vow, pledges that anyone who calls upon his name with true faith, even just 10 times, will be reborn in his pure land, called Sukhavati, or the Western Paradise. Over aeons, Dharmakara perfected his vows and was reborn as Amitābha Buddha, ruler of Sukhavati. In iconography, Amitābha is often depicted seated in deep meditation, cloaked in red robes, symbolizing love and compassion. His hands are positioned in the dhyana mudra, the gesture of meditation, cradling a begging bowl filled with nectar, signifying spiritual nourishment and the power to end suffering. In South Asia, Amitābha was woven into early Mahāyāna texts and art, particularly during the Kushan and Gupta periods. His worship spread rapidly along trade routes and became an integral part of Central Asian Buddhist practice, especially among Tibetan and Nepalese followers. In Tibetan Buddhism, Amitābha is associated with the Western direction and one of the 5 dhyani Buddhas, each representing an aspect of awakened consciousness. His consort is Pandaravasini, a goddess of desire and fulfillment, symbolizing the balance between wisdom and compassion. The allure of Amitābha lies not just in his radiant beauty or mythic paradise, but in his accessibility. His teachings revolutionize the path to enlightenment by emphasizing faith over intellectual rigor or monastic discipline. In Pure Land Buddhism, a major sect in countries like Japan and China, the practice of chanting Namo Amitābhaya, or Namo Amituofo, is a powerful, direct invocation of Amitābha's name that grants salvation even to those in their final moments. For many believers, Amitābha offers a compassionate alternative to the rigorous path of self-liberation. In a world riddled with distractions, impurities, and karmic entanglements, he offers grace. His Pure Land is not a static heaven, but a dynamic realm where spiritual progress accelerates. Beings born there still must strive for enlightenment, but without the obstacles that typically slow or reverse spiritual growth on Earth. In Central Asian mythological traditions, Amitābha's influence merged with local spiritual practices, producing unique ritual forms such as Phawa, a meditative technique that transfers one's consciousness into the Pure Land at the moment of death. In Himalayan Buddhism, prayers to Amitābha are recited for the dying and deceased, invoking his radiant guidance through the bardo, or the intermediate state between death and rebirth. What makes Amitābha more than a myth is his enduring relevance. In modern practice, his invocation is a source of peace amid suffering, hope amid despair. His light, limitless, red, and calming, continues to symbolize the potential for transformation that lies in every being. In cultures throughout South and Central Asia, Amitābha statues, chants, and rituals remain a vital part of festivals, funerals, and everyday devotion. Amitābha is more than the Buddha of the Western Paradise. He is a mythic compass pointing toward compassion, reminding us that awakening is not a reward for the few, but a promise to all. His mythology merges cosmic grandeur with deeply personal salvation. In a universe that often feels cold and indifferent, Amitābha offers light, not the kind that blinds, but the kind that guides.